My free time story here with you, and I'm going to share how I created an extra water spout for our yard. What you'll need is a 4x4, which I had extra laying around, one of these post anchors, a hose hanger, a 3/4 inch spout, and an extension to go through the 4x4. I think that's 3/4 as well, and a couple of these things, and a top piece for the 4x4. This tubing and caulk I had left over from a previous project from building a shed, and I used this to glue the inside fitting of the tube that goes in the 4x4, and I'll show you this in a later step. After all the parts are purchased, I went ahead and scrubbed this old 4x4 down with a wire brush to get it all the dirt that was deep in the cracks, and then I went ahead and rinsed it off with a hose. And then after that, I decided to sand it. The 4x4. Now it's time to paint. Kids helped out, had a lot of fun. This paint was left over from the shed. It matches the house. Once painted, you have to find a spot, and you take your 4x4 holder and turn it into the ground. Once the post is set, I just manually eyeballed where the spout should go and marked it. Now that the 4x4 is marked, I bring it into the shop, center up the hole, use a spade bit, and drill right through the 4x4. And the fun begins. You take some plumber's tape, wrap it around the spigot, and then you take one of the couplers and you screw it on to the spigot. You'll do the same thing to this PVC fitting, that extension that goes through the 4x4. Wrap it in plumber's tape and then screw it on to the coupler. Then I took some caulk and put it around the PVC fitting. Insert it into the hole. Here's a picture of the other end of the 4x4. What you want to do is wrap the plumber's tape around the fitting, hook on the coupler and then your hose, and make sure you have a rubber piece on the hose. Here you can see that it's leaking water everywhere. Last but not least, you'll want to attach the 4x4 to the 4x4 base. What I used were 8 outdoor decking screws. Here's a picture of the final project. And what you could do instead of painting, you could put on a 4x4 vinyl cover, which I think would look nice, and I may do this next spring. Thanks for watching.